set of a couple of things that have happened in Pines recently, and one is that they have not collected homeowners association fees of over $300,000. Now, if they collected that, I think our increase would have been a lot less. But they haven't done it, and they haven't done it in years. We cannot factor in the Pines Board's decision in our budget decisions other than trying to keep our fees to a minimum increase if possible. We all need to become proactive with the Pines Board, whether going to the meeting, talking to the board member. We also have one board member that lives here, and you can get his ear anytime because I know he is willing to talk to anyone. We also have our new GM attends their monthly staff meetings, so she gets to find out what's happening firsthand. She also works very closely with the Ocean Pines GM for bulk rate discounts on many of our contracts that we will be renewing this year. She then forwards that information to the board of directors, so we do find out about a lot that's happening in the Pines through our GM, through the internet, through word of mouth, and through the newspaper. Thank you. Do I have to turn it on?
It should be on.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Turn it on.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, Lisa might have turned it off. Push it up.
Hello? Good morning, everyone, and thank you for taking the time out this morning to come here and listen to all of us. My name is Dominic, and for the past 2 years I've been on the board of directors, the last year as their vice president. I'm also the acting treasurer until the board approves a new treasurer's job description. I moved here with my wife Judy, who I've been married to for 43 happy years, and we're still counting. I think it's not 44 until the end of this year. We permanently moved here on July 23rd, 2004. We also took Judy's mother with us to live here. We have a daughter, Christine, who resides in Ringwood, New Jersey. Christine has a career as a paralegal for a prestigious law firm in northern New Jersey. I know I'm going to bore you with my background, but I guess this is what I was told I should do, but anyways, I'm going to do it. I was born in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and there's some residents here that are from there also. And then I moved permanently to New Jersey, where I attained a finance degree, allowing a professional career in banking. I held many positions, and several of them were in the senior management positions in banking over my 41-year career, including senior lending officer, chief financial officer, chief operating officer, president, and later being appointed to the bank's board of directors. I was also appointed to the state of New Jersey's compliance board and finance boards for banking, allowing me to give back my knowledge by teaching prospective finance and compliance officers what I knew. Also during those years, I had a real estate license for 30 years, and I owned an appraisal company for 12 years. I was kind of active. I was very active in our community in total. I was on the Total Board of Education for 7 years, 2 as their president. I am a member and president of the Fidelians of America, which is located in North Jersey. I am now in my 19th year of being a member there. I was their camp chairperson for the Down syndrome children that we sponsor. I am proud to say that we are very close to those children, especially during the holidays, which I ran their Christmas parties. They are a loving, warm people, and I wish everybody would get close to something. You'll understand. Since coming to the park, I have been involved on the Transitions Committee, Covenants, Budget and Finance, Task Force on Finance. Also been involved in picking our former GM and also our present clubhouse coordinator. I was recently appointed, as I said, as acting treasurer. One of my philosophies is, I don't believe a board member should be a treasurer, because we need that extra set of eyes looking at the books that we have. Let's see. I also assisted the previous board to write our investment policy, which is still in effect today, and it has helped our GM to invest our funds properly. We need to keep our HOA fees increases at a minimum, but must make sure that the look of the community remains outstanding. We all bought into the park because of the lifestyle. Remember that living in the park is more than a community, it's a lifestyle. And finally, my motto has always been to pay it forward. I feel that my hands-on experience and commitment are assets to the board. I am a homeowner first and a board member second. Thank you. Part of the question asks, why is the house on the market for over a year? Well, during the downturn, a senior like all of us would not buy a house here if they can't sell the house that they own first, because they're not going to hold two mortgages. So part of the reason you don't see the turnaround is because of that. We presently have approximately 5% of our houses for sale. Over the past couple of years, we've only sold approximately 12 homes, below what we budgeted, because we do get income on the sale. As of April 15th, tax day, we have 6 houses either sold or under contract in the park. If that keeps up, we will have at least $6,000 to $7,000 extra coming into our budget over the budget amount of one house being sold per month. The other problem is, as I said before, with liens, non-payment of homeowners association dues. In the park, we have a total of approximately $8,500 worth of non-paid HOA fees. Of that $8,500, last month we collected over $3,000 from 2 houses that were sold. That's because we placed liens as early as we could. When I first came on board, that was one of my primary goals, because we weren't doing it back in the 2006, 2007 era. We finally started doing that. Okay. And we can collect on a lien as long as that house is sold. If it goes to bankruptcy, or if it goes to foreclosure, we lose that lien process most of the times. And by keeping our total park footprint, landscape, grass cut, planting flowers, and other beautification products, the picture to a prospective purchaser is great. Thank you. Thanks, Lisa. Okay. There are some budget items that can be targeted to be reduced. But the majority of the budget items we have will automatically go up because of the cost of living. As you can tell, originally when I first came here, there was $15,000 put away for 2 snow removals. Okay, we had 3 this year. It cost us over $40,000. And we didn't even have to do the streets, which we would have had to do when I first came here. In the budget, there was a contingency fund set up rather than just snow removal of $15,000, other items. We set up a contingency for $48,000 for snow removal, wind problem, storm, whatever it may be. As you can see, we've already used a lot of it. We have roughly $8,000 left in the contingency fund for any other snowstorms that may come, any rainstorms, any type of a storm coming. So the board is also looking into finding ways of not spending certain funds that we've put aside for, and I hate to say it, beautification. We may have to hold it off for a year because of what we've had happen in the park over this past year.